There was a man who died at 25 but wasn't buried until 75. He woke up every morning at the same time, drove the same road, sat in the same chair, came home, watched the same screen, went to sleep, and repeated. For 50 years. His heart was beating, but he stopped living the day he gave up on himself. And if you're being honest with yourself right now, really honest, you know exactly what that feels like. That heaviness in your chest when you realize another month just passed and nothing changed. That quiet voice at 2 a.m. asking you, is this really it? That moment when you see someone your age doing incredible things and something inside you breaks a little because you know that should be you. But it's not. And you want to know why it's not? It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because you weren't born in the right family. It's not because life is unfair. It's because somewhere along the way you made a deal with yourself. A silent deal. You said, I'll just get through today. I'll figure it out later. I'll start next month. And that deal felt harmless. It felt safe. But that one deal turned into 100 deals. And those 100 deals turned into years. And now you're sitting here watching this video because deep down you know you've been betraying yourself. Not in some big dramatic way. No, in the worst way possible. Quietly, slowly. One skipped day at a time. One excuse at a time. One I'll do it tomorrow at a time. And tomorrow never came, did it? Let me tell you something that's going to be uncomfortable. The world doesn't care about your potential. Read that again. The world does not care about your potential. It only cares about what you do with it. The graveyard is the richest place on earth. It's full of books that were never written, businesses that were never started, songs that were never sung, apologies that were never made, dreams that were never chased, and the people buried there. They had potential too. So, what makes you think you're different? You're not. Unless you decide to be. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not after this video. Right now. See, there's a version of you that exists somewhere in the future. A version that wakes up and feels something. Not stress. Not anxiety. Not that heavy, numb feeling. But purpose. That version of you walks differently, talks differently, thinks differently. That version of you already made the decision that you're too afraid to make right now. And the gap between who you are today and who that person is, it's not talent. It's not money. It's not time. It's pain. The pain you're avoiding. The pain of discipline. The pain of being honest with yourself. The pain of cutting off people who are comfortable but toxic. The pain of waking up before the sun because you have something to build. The pain of saying no to things that feel good now but destroy you later. The pain of looking in the mirror and saying, I deserve more than this, and actually meaning it. You've been running from that pain your whole life. And the thing you ran to, comfort, that became your prison. You know what's interesting about a lobster? A lobster grows, but its shell doesn't. So as the lobster gets bigger, the shell becomes tight, uncomfortable, painful. And that pain, that pressure, is the signal. The signal that it's time to grow. So the lobster hides under a rock. It breaks out of its old shell. It's completely vulnerable, completely exposed. And then it grows a new shell, a bigger one, a stronger one. And that cycle repeats its entire life. Growth, pain, vulnerability, new shell. But imagine if the lobster did what you're doing. Imagine if the lobster felt that pain, and instead of breaking out of its shell, it just took a painkiller. It just numbed itself. It just distracted itself. It just told itself this is fine. That lobster would die inside a shell that was never meant to hold who it was becoming. And that is exactly what you've been doing. Every time you feel that discomfort, that restlessness, that fire inside you saying something needs to change, and you pick up your phone instead. You open social media instead. You binge watch something instead. You numb yourself instead. You are choosing to die inside a shell that was never meant to be your final form. You were not built for comfort. You were built for growth. And growth hurts. It's supposed to hurt. The pain is not the enemy. The pain is the invitation. But here's what breaks my heart. Most people will hear this and feel something. They'll feel that spark. That moment of, yes, this is what I needed. And then they'll close this video. They'll check their notifications. They'll get distracted. And by tomorrow morning, this feeling will be gone, like it was never there. And they'll go right back to the same patterns, the same excuses, the same deal with themselves. Please don't be that person. I'm not asking you to change your entire life tonight. I'm not asking you to quit your job or wake up at 4 a.m. or become a different person by next week. I'm asking you to do one thing, just one. Tonight, when the world is quiet and it's just you, no distractions, no noise, no one watching. Sit with yourself for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, just you. And ask yourself one question. Am I proud of the life I'm building? If the answer is yes, beautiful. Keep going. But if the answer is no, then tomorrow needs to look different than today. Not dramatically different. Just one thing. Change one thing. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Read 10 pages. Take that first step toward the thing you've been avoiding. Send that message. Start that project. Have that conversation. One thing, that's all. Because one thing leads to two things, and two things lead to momentum. And momentum, that's where everything changes. You didn't end up here by accident. Something inside you is searching. Something inside you knows there's more. And there is. There's so much more. But it's on the other side of the decision you've been too afraid to make. Make it. If something in this video moved you, if you felt that shift even for a second, subscribe. This channel exists for people who refuse to settle. And I think that's you. I'll see you tomorrow. A little stronger, a little closer, a little more awake than you were today.